From ITN headquarters, the early evening news with Carol Barnes.
3/4 of Britain's coal industry was wiped out this afternoon in one single announcement. 30,000 jobs, 31 pits axed, and soon.
Grim-faced British coal executives preparing to deliver the worst possible message on the future of the industry, while they spoke of massive job losses and pit closures on an unprecedented scale. Thousands of miners throughout Britain waited to hear their fate.
Initial personal reaction when I was told that we would be closing by the end of March was one of shock, disbelief. Then it turned to anger, because there's been a lot of good work done at this pit, you know, not just by myself, by everybody at the pit.
I regard the whole situation as a very sad, very damaging, very distressing one. But I'm afraid there is absolutely no alternative. It is forced on us by the market. It may be an unfair market, an uneven playing field, but it is forced on us by the market. We have to react to that. We cannot sell our people a false future.
30,000 jobs are to be lost in the next 5 months, and 31 pits will cease production. 5 pits exist tonight in the northeast, 4 to go, leaving just 1. The number of pits in Yorkshire will be almost halved by the closure of 11 collieries. The same applies to the Nottingham group, 13 now, but 7 are to go. There are 8 pits in the Midlands and the northwest, 6 of them will be axed. Wales has 4 and 3 are going, leaving just 1.
At the time of the announcement, we was all working underground at the time, and it came across from the tunnel system from the surface, and they announced that Calverton was one of the pits. Well, that announcement took everybody by shock, because we just didn't think that we was going to be one of those on the list.
Everybody was that shocked that for a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, the chain was standing and everybody just stood around, didn't know what to do.
This pit looked very profitable. Well, it is very profitable, and that's why I was on a high. We thought we had a future.
I think we was on a high as well, because we was hitting record productivity, we was making good money, and all of a sudden, it shut in.
Well, the day previous, with this team, and it was this team,
yeah,
we'd gone out and had a photograph taken for the Nottingham Evening Post, saying record tonnage, and you know this is the district that did it. So it was full of ourselves, and to be just a bombshell, just dropped on us like that. It was unbelievable.
We've made £7 million profit to date. We're hoping to make £10 million this year. Last year we made 2.5 million tonnes, £2.5 million profit. We're becoming more and more successful, and the coal that we produce, we don't produce for the electrical supply industry, we produce for the home market, industrial users and such like. We sell our coal, we don't stockpile it, and we feel that we want to know why we're being shut down. It's beyond belief. You know, if you've got a factory that produced a profit and that produced a commodity that you could sell, you know, I can't understand why. It's the politics of the madhouse.
This is the toughest decision I've ever had to take. But don't let me give you any sense of complacency. What I say today, this is a dreadful thing to have to do, but it's the right thing.
What has squeezed British coal so hard is not just cheap imported coal, nor the availability of heavily subsidised nuclear power, but the dash for gas.
It was definitely the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a colliery manager was to come back to this pit and tell the people at the pit that they hadn't got a job. Because they're all saying, we're no different. I'm no different to that man on the coal face. Neither is any of the management team or the officials. If the pit goes, we go with it.
We now stare in the face the fact that come next April, there is no contract or likely contract for 25 million tonnes of coal a year. What am I supposed to do about that?
What Michael Heseltine should do today is to intervene, to tell the electricity generators to drop their plans to burn gas instead of coal. That's why we are now about to vandalise one of Britain's rich national assets, our coal reserves.
Dirty great big hole.
That's where the roof's coming.
Yes. What is it?
The roof's dropped in about 7 metres.
Got to pump it and that, you know, it's very dangerous, it's all dropping. We've got to
put a false ceiling on it.
Put a false ceiling on. Then we've got to put a pump up and pump it from the tailgate and fill it all in like.
Pump it full of foam.
Foam.
Yeah, fluid, it's like a chocolate hero bar.
Yeah.
All like bubbles in it, and it pushes the roof. No calling today, we'll be on it all weekend.
There's endless and deep sympathy for the miners. That's why we've produced such a significant package of redundancy.
On the basis of the figures I've been given, they're the economics of the madhouse, because it is more expensive to put these families out of work than to keep them in work with a very modest subsidy of £15 per tonne of coal produced.
got Keith there.
It would be a wonderful gesture if every light in England went out, or Britain went out, to indicate to the world that the British public have had enough of this draconian act of the Conservative government.
Roy Link, who's president of the UDM, the breakaway union from the big strike in 1984. They were the people who did everything that the government asked of them.
Changed under your government was that these miners became massively productive. There are pits that you are closing where they have broken every known production record.
And if only that had happened, as opposed to the language of Scargill and his predecessors, it might have been that different judgments would have taken place.
I can see the sense in shutting pits that aren't profitable on economic reasons, but I can't see any economic reason for shutting pits that are profitable. It just don't make sense, and especially when you can sell the product that you're mining. You know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it just makes you think that the government just haven't looked into what they've done. Not only when they talk of destroying communities, they're destroying families. It's just a callous government, and they just don't seem to have any thought for the working class.
They've no feeling for them, have they, Tim? No. Because they don't know what it's like to be working class, do they?
No.
You know.
If you can work and you're able-bodied, the government should keep us working and make a policy to keep us in work.
What's the sense in chucking 30,000 people on the dole, paying them dole money to do nothing? When we can come here and mine coal, and at least sell what we mine. It's crazy.
is an unbelievable act of economic vandalism. It all dates back to the electricity privatisation and the mess the government made of that, creating a rigged market in which British coal did not have a fair chance.
But the man who organised the privatisation of the electricity industry, the former Energy Secretary Lord Parkinson, he said the miners brought it on themselves.
Don't forget, in this great surge of sympathy, and nobody wants to see people out of work, but the Mine Workers Union did bring down a government, did actually abuse their economic power on innumerable occasions in the past. Don't forget that.
Lord Parkinson.
I was told it was going to be a job for life. Told. In the 70s, it's a job for life. In the 80s, it's a job for life. 84, follow us, you'll have a job for life. In 92, they've done away with us. So, no future whatsoever.
84, 85, during the strike?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll wait through it. Were it worth it? I don't think it were now. I don't think it was worth it whatsoever. Phil? No. Probably if there'd been a national ballot, none of this would have happened. That's another matter.
Well, I mean, I moved to this pit and they told me that I would be secure at this pit. To me, looking at it now, I would probably have been better then if I'd have known what was going to happen, getting out while I was younger. I'm still only 29, but I'm in a better position than a lot of people. But you've got to feel sorry for them men that's 50, 51, 49. Under the present economic climate, they've got no chance of getting a job, and I've got very little chance of getting another job.
Tours, innit? Tell you one thing and do another to you. There's never been a love relationship between the miners and the Tory government, and it don't just go back to the 70s, it goes back a long way in life, a long, long way in life, down to 26 and what have you, when general strike. I mean, it's not something you just thought up, we'll hate the miners. They've hated us all their bloody lives, so they'll continue to hate us.
But Maggie called you her miners.
Mm. She calls a lot of other things and all. But I feel sorry for a lot of young ones. I'm in a position now where my family's growing up. A lot of young ones used to took mortgages on big mortgages with promises he'll have jobs for life to pay for them. I mean, I'm not in that predicament no more, so I feel sorry for them. Lads with nothing. They'll lose everything, because they don't, how can you put it? Nobody wants to fill in shelves and things like that for that sort of money. It's industry, it's a man's job, a man's livelihood and a man's wages. So, what can you say? It's down to the Tory government once more, and they betrayed us. I don't know how we betrayed ourselves. We're doing what they ask us to do. Production, production, production. We've met production targets now. They don't want us. Old man would turn over in his box if he heard me. He would. Yeah. Worked at pit for 52 years. Right. I mean, you can't eat a job for 52 years, can you? Right. And I'm saying, I've never hated my job. I thought if I hated my job, I wouldn't do it now. So, I ain't got a job to do now. Well, those things are going, I've not got a job to do. Hopefully we can keep it open. With a lot of will, and a lot of people's behalves.
Cover the tailgate. Cover the tailgate. Hello! Get the pressure, Trev. Please.
I think the first week of it, when it was announced, it was all in shock. And we all thought, you know, chuck the towel in, you know, we've had enough. They've broke the morale that far, you know, everyone had said, that's it now. But then the union representative gave us a sight. He says, you know, we can fight this, and we're going to. And that's what we've done, and hopefully it pays off.
We'd heard there was going to be a big rally, meeting in Hyde Park, and there were going to be people there speaking, clergymen, what have you. And we got into Hyde Park about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, marching from the embankment. But it absolutely threw it down. But the response of the people on the streets and who were actually marching with it was out of this world, you know. And as we got into the park and the speeches came, and it was good. Everybody spoke well. I didn't really expect it, I must admit. And it certainly does gladden your heart when you see it. I mean, especially with Arthur Scargill being there as well, you know. People were saying, good old Arthur, you know, and before it was bastard, you know.
Everybody said 4 or 5 years ago that when Arthur Scargill come out telling and said there's going to be all these pits shut in. I mean, I'm not a union man, and it don't matter to me what union I'm in, whether it's NUM or UDM. But he come on, and the Tory government turned around and said it's loads of bullshit. But in the long run, it's been proved right.
Oh yeah, it's been
right. They were going to
cases.
decimate, and are still trying to decimate the industry. And they were right, it just went the wrong way about it.
We've addressed all the influential people that we can possibly think of. Every MP has had 3 letters. The House of Lords, people in the House of Lords have been written to. The Euro MPs, they've had 3 letters sent to them. As many influential people as we can possibly think that could perhaps bear down on this government to keep Calverton Colliery open. I can ask you what your impression is of the, you know, you've been here for a very short time, you've met a great number of men, you must have some sort of an impression that in the short time you've been here, what sort of impression have you got of the workforce that you've seen and the work, and this face that we're on today is one of the most highly producing faces in the country? You know, you must have thoughts on it.
Well, I think I'm telling no secrets when I say British deep miners are the finest deep miners anywhere in the world. You're the most efficient, and you produce the most. And for instance, you take the pants off German miners, there's only £10 a tonne separating you from the world market price. There's £55 a tonne separating German miners from the world market price, and yet the German miners seem to be guaranteed a job by the European community and the German government. Now, I've had quite a few people write into me to say, got it completely wrong, it's monstrous that young men should be going down pits to work in these terrible conditions with all the dust and dirt. What's your message to them?
My personal message is that people who are working in the mines enjoy their job, enjoy getting the coal out. They've built an industry and they want to keep that industry. We don't want to destroy, we want to keep it going. We know we can produce coal at a lower rate, cheaper. We just want the chance. We've proved it up to yet that we can do it. We've brought the price of coal down a certain amount up to yet, and we can do it even lower. We've got new machinery, new methods of mining, so we can do it. We just need the opportunity.
Is there still scope for more productivity increases?
This year we'll produce a profit at the end of the financial year of around about £8, possibly £9 million. We're becoming more efficient.
Things are getting
We're
better.
becoming more productive, but we've got to be given the chance. Mining's not like a factory. Things don't happen overnight. We've got to be given the opportunity, and the men's got to be given the opportunity, and they've proved over a period of time that they will change, and they are changing, but we need a little bit of time.
Hello.
It is safe normally.
These supports that we're sitting under now are not made in Nottinghamshire. They're made somewhere down in near Cheltenham, and the mining equipment that's on this coalface is nationwide. So it's not only going to affect the miners that work at this colliery, it's going to affect a lot of small engineering firms, perhaps 10, 12 men, and I don't think the government's given that any thought.
And of course there are quite a few of us in the Tory party who realise the debt of honour that we have to pits like this one, which kept producing during the '86 strike, at a time when parliamentary democracy itself was under threat. And you know, we felt rather keenly that this was a kick in the teeth that was wholly uncalled for. Also, I have to say that twice in my presence in the last couple of months, the Prime Minister has been absolutely blunt and frank. He said, miners, we got it wrong. And I do believe that there's a determination in government to get it right this time, because there is no doubt that there's a majority in Parliament who want to see us use our invaluable resource of British coal and also our invaluable resource of British miners.
But at the end of the day, they'll do what they want to do. They won't just Barry Townsend or anybody else at this pit, I don't think. We've done our best. Campaigned, papers, newspapers, MPs, Parliament, even High Court. We've been to High Court. But at the end of the day, I don't think they'll give for us. You can't take the stuff off me that I've had out of the pit, such as my holidays, you know, my standard of living. They can't take that off me. I must miss my mates. I shan't miss the coal dust. I shan't miss the shit and the grime that goes with the job. I shan't miss that. It'd be nice to probably come on one day not looking like a woman with makeup on. But
each person that works has to watch one another's back, and that's what we do. You've got to rely on the person who you're working with to make sure everything's safe. I mean, down the pit, I mean, it could be unsafe, but you develop a sixth sense for yourself and other people. And if you know someone's looking after your back, you'll be looking after theirs. It bonds you together and you're close. You've got to rely on your friend, and that's how it is.
You've got to trust people, and when you get trust with each other, when you learn to trust each other, then that breeds friendship. It's bound to do. Down here, we've got our own jobs, but if Tim needs a hand or anybody else needs a hand, we'll muck in. We'll help each other out.
Yeah, nothing's too much trouble for anybody.
That's the way it's got to be down the pit.
You need teamwork from the face all the way out by to the surface, and that's what makes a good colliery.
There's no comparison anyway. I worked for British Steel, and that were like working at United Nations. To work in a pit, and work with pitmen. Yeah, brilliant. Just good humour, good sense of humour, good laugh, good joke. Same when you're in a pit, same when you're out. Anything goes. But you look after your friends, they look after you. Nobody see you down. That's probably one of the things I'll miss. Some good friends, some good workmates. Some men you can depend on, trust on. Call you all names under the sun. I not mean it at all. It's good. We get away with murder down here, we call one another, but you couldn't outside because they want to sack you. It's pity too, isn't it? Until you've worked in it and seen it, and seen how they take the piss, well, it's unbelievable.
I'm in the process of ringing Dave Oakley. Oh, ring Dave Oakley. Put the fuck in there and get it fucking sorted. Because every fucker ain't at proper Barry, no fucker doing out. Well, let's find out later on this weekend too. Nothing I can do now, is it, Barry? Honest. Be real about it. What can I do? No, look at it from the real side of it. You want another chop bit about it? That's what I'm trying to get.
You didn't make a mistake. If you're working on anything and you make a mistake and there's people watching you, then you've done it. You've done. You know you're going to get some stick with that. So if you make a mistake, you try to cover it up quick.
Someone's done it straight away.
Nobody's seen it.
Everybody knows straight away. There's always someone there that picks it up. I mean, come out with the wrong saying or the wrong statement at the wrong time. You think nobody's heard you, but there's one person, he's there, he's heard you. And within half an hour, they'll distance at you.
Some of the things what you get said to you down pit, you'd never get away with in any other job.
Like what?
I mean, very personal things.
Yeah, very
anything.
Personal, anything.
I mean, I've heard things there on that tannoy, on days on here when there's, you know, I put your missus last night and all that lot. Anything, nothing. There's no old guard. Anything good. Nothing.
There's nothing private.
Nobody will draw back on anything. Anything personal, no matter what. Then it'll come out and they'll tell you. They don't no holding back. And you'll get it.
You have to have a broad back, but nothing's really taken in malice or given in malice. Everything's just friendly, really. You give it, you take it, and that's how it is, and that's how you've got to be. If you took it serious, I don't think you'd be on the job. You wouldn't be working at a mine if you couldn't take it.
We get on with the job, we know it's difficult, we know it's dangerous, but we need that crack to put some humour into it. That's how we get by, innit?
Yeah.
It's a very male job. It's a very male job. No, yeah. It's all right. We wanted to come down, but there's no room for them. You know, it's. Well, I suppose they could do some other work. Not saying they couldn't, but they'll soon be upset. I think at some of the things that were said to them. Soon be upset. That's life.
Is that one of the things everybody enjoys, that you're all men together?
Possibly. It's not a gay club, it's just a club. Right. Be a member of it, you've got to be a collie. To be proud of.
But the last 3 tunes that the band did, Brian May come on from Queen. He says to me, I said, "Did you see Brian May?" He said, "No."
Didn't even see him.
I said, "You're blind." I couldn't miss it, 'cause we've got binoculars as well, like, you know. Now the bloody hell he was
Actually,
doing.
busy looking at bloody action.
Ask you what the fucking crack is tomorrow.
But it was a cracking day.
Padlock's took over his dinting now.
You know they got 2 video screens inside of the set.
Yeah, big enough.
Little panning round the
The
crowd. Got all these real dollies still on, you know, on the shoulders and all the tits out. Well, I was trying to find my daughter and
Well, it'd
her
have cost you
boyfriend.
20p for a son, wouldn't it? Could have
Yeah,
looked all day.
we'll like it raw in the flesh.
It was £2.10 for an hot dog, about that big. And then
£2 for a pint.
£2 for a pint. Well, it wasn't even a pint.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
them-
it's a
them
was it
bottles.
half a litre?
Didn't drink that day then?
Well, 24 cans each, 4 of us. And Phil's lad didn't drink hardly any, did he?
No.
When we got up, we got another 24 cans. Yes, we didn't know any. Yeah, we didn't want piss, were we?
No.
Didn't have a thick head of road. No, because you're going all day, nice days.
You didn't have a thick head. How can you say that?
Oh, like I say, we're quick, not going to rest on.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, fuck you! Stop messing about on these phones,
These
kid.
layabouts, you know, these cardboard, yeah. They've
Hey,
got
guys,
cardboard
where's
boxes.
the Saturday?
And they come to us, they go, ain't got any change, you know, for something to eat.
Machine's nearly here, kid.
I said, well, I live in a cardboard box. I said, we'll be joining you tonight.
Charge you rent for a cardboard
Where
box.
are you? Where are you?
When they announce the closure, you look round at job centres. You might be passing one. You think, oh, I'll just call in and see what is available, what is out there. There's nothing. There's nothing out there for skilled men. Or I mean, I play football. I've got people that are skilled that play with me, and they've been made redundant. And they can't find jobs. Builders, electricians, fitters, every plasterers, every skilled job you can think of. I know or know somebody that knows somebody, and they can't find work. So what chance has anybody got?
Someone will turn up for us. Someone told us, look on the bright side of life. Someone somewhere should turn up for us. But saying that, there's 3 million still trying to look on the bright side of life and find something. It's got to be hard for them. People coming in this industry says there's nothing worse or nothing more degrading than being on the dole. Men that's been on the dole. And I don't want that life. I want to walk with my head up high and be proud, same as the rest of us do.
It's worrying as well, because you've worked all your life for what you've got, and you might lose it just like that.
People who have left in the past, we know people who have lost their homes. You know, the family's broken up.
That's the main worry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you can't get a job, you've got money worries, you've got a lot of stress, puts stress on your family, and with having young babies, both of us, personally, that puts even more stress on us, because I think everybody's the same. They want to give their babies the best they can, and we are in a position here where we can give them the best, can't we?
Yeah.
And you know, that's going to be took away, or they say it's going to be took away, but I don't think we should shut.
I wouldn't like to think how we've, handled the dole on unemployment. To think that my wife's got to work if she can get a job. I mean, she has got, she's a receptionist secretary, that's what she was. To go back into that and support the whole family, I mean, takes a lot of your manhood away, really, doesn't it?
pit does shut, what will you do?
They don't want money over man at Sainsbury's. I'll go back to college. I shall go back to college. I think go back to college and retrain for something else. I don't want a dead-end job. I want something with a future. But then again, there's 3 million more people out there wanting a future and all, so I'm back at queue there, aren't I? But I have to do something I want to do. Trying to go into horticulture, something like that. Something I'm interested in. Something to get me a living. A leisure industry. Because everybody's got leisure time. Working at the colliery, you're on a good wage, so you live by that means. So, you know, we purchase fairly, you know, nice houses, you know, expensive houses. Not above ourselves sort of thing, but that's how we've been living. And to think that you're going to get a redundancy package, and then you leave, and then you've got to support the mortgage which is coming in, and bills and everything, it brings a lot to your mind, and you've got to think, you know, of your future. And thinking of your future like that and thinking you're not going to get a job, you just don't know how to handle it. It takes a lot to take it in. Very difficult.
That money don't last no time, does it?
No. I mean, there's people who's left, and we know odd people that's left, and their money's gone.
Yeah, they've not been able to find a job, and they've had to live off the money they've had from redundancy. Well, and, you know, they might live like that for a year. Then what do? They're down and out, they've got no job. They've lost their house. They're in shit street.
We're trying very hard. We've done everything we can to keep this pit open over the past years. And now we've got there, they turn around and want to shut us. You'd be choked. We've done it. Everyone at this pit's played his part to get it on par to a profitable pit. All right. Now every man at this pit's going to lose his job. So I feel choked. So do 690 other folks feel choked about it. But that's life. Them 690 men or do other industry proud, right, if they can get 690 jobs. Because there's 690 good blokes with from this pit, we no doubt about it. They've all worked together, all worked as a team together, and all done the part, played the part together. Men, officials, management, we've had us ups and downs, but eventually we've got there, and like you say, now they're going to shut us. There's no justice in it, no justice whatsoever. A pit that's making a profit, a pit that's got a market for its coal, and bang, they're going to close us. I feel upset, feel betrayed. I use that word, betrayed. I am betrayed, I've been betrayed. So do you trust? Where do you turn to? We turn to one another as mates, we console one another. So go out with your bang if they shoot it. Good pistol. Oh. That's all you can say about it. It's in their hands. We've come up with the goods, and all the while we're bringing the price of coal down, what we're producing it at. And they don't give that much. They don't care about it one iota. Else they couldn't have come and says, this 30 pit's got to go. Nobody gave it any thought whatsoever. 30 pits and 30,000 jobs. No. They sold us down the river, lock, stock and barrel. Thank you, Mr. Heseltine. Good day. That's all he cares about. He's got his job. He's got his fancy house. He's got his standard of living. Why should we lose ours? He's not lost his.